All right, this is Ramona's library book. Hello, Ramona.
What is it called?
First Food Fight This Fall and Other School Poems. Oh, wow, there's this many poems. Oh,
We
wow.
can't read them.
First day. Click! The new driver has turned our old bus into a parade float. Flowers on the bumpers, balloons on the roof, banners across both sides. Yay, they say, first day. And one by one, or two or three, we hop, jump, climb, and bump on. Click. There's Marisol with her Top Girl t-shirt. Corey with the cobra on his cap. Click. Quan hiding behind his notebook. Lakshmi hiding with her behind her hair. Click. Jake in India, colored pencils, sketching a rainforest. Max in the clouds, predicting a sunny day. Those twins, Jenna and Abigail, identically different with fast feet or careful hands. That pair, Amy and Malik, differently identical, always laughing and ragging. Fumi wiggling her shoulders to some music no one else can hear. And me taking pictures without a camera. Click.
Who?
We decided it's probably this guy taking pictures because his eye looks a little squinted and his name's Dylan. Yeah.
And there's a Dylan, there's a Dylan in Miss Grass class.
Is there? Oh, it's a good name. All right, the next poem is called Pen Fight. He poked my back. I counted to 10. I didn't attack till he poked me again. She yelled out 10. Before I knew it, she grabbed my pen and she threw it. So he threw mine, the one that's pink. Now we're writing. We'll stop fighting in pencil, not ink.
Is this?
You even have a fork to eat that with.
I'm putting it on my toast.
Oh, good idea. Cleaning erasers. I love to erase the board, to make today's words and numbers smear, then disappear from here. I clap the erasers out the open window.
Who?
Watch below.
Oh, him.
That's Quan.
Him.
Yep. Watch below. Lessons heading your way.
What's his name?
Quan. And this is Amy and Malik. They were on the bus. Remember, they're like best friends, but they're also fighting.
Why?
You know.
This kid's stuff.
What I think of poetry by Lakshmi. Poetry makes me sleepy. Lullaby words in a warm, quiet room. That's her poem. She's just sleepy.
Yeah.
Her. Spelling by Marisol. Test time, and I cannot spell beak. Climb, speech, November. It's the crazy words I remember, the ones Miss Mundy gives me each week. Grunion, bunion, snooze, physique, succotash, zamboni, folderol, flounce, wacky stuff. That's fun to pronounce. My parents don't get it. They think it's absurd. How do I get Quetzal right, but still mess up on bird? Oh, that's funny.
Oops.
Which one's Marisol, I wonder? Math by Corey. I can ski right down a mountain. I can sail across a lake. I make really good lasagna and delicious chocolate cake.
Yum.
I'm not afraid of spiders, and one time I touched a snake. But I might not do math on the board. But I will not do math on the board. I might make a mistake. He's scared of doing math on the board. That's, yeah, Corey.
Oh. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know everyone's names yet. Tag by Jenna and Abigail. I'm the very best at tag. It's my great claim to fame. I can zig and I can zag. I'm the very best at tag. We paused so that Ramona could hug her Nani. Okay, where were we at?
She's going to work.
She's going to work. Oh. I'm the very best at tag. I'll let the cat out of the bag. My dog caught me the game. I'm the very best at tag. It's my great claim to fame. My classmates call me Snail. At tag, I'm always it. My real name's Abigail. My classmates call me Snail. I wish they'd let me bail. I'd much prefer to sit. My classmates call me Snail. At tag, I'm always it. So Jenna is really good at tag.
Who's Jenna?
They're twins. Okay, so Jenna's really good at tag, and Abigail is slow, and they call her Snail. That's funny. The class I hate. A tisket. By Fumi. A tisket, a tasket. I don't want to shoot a basket or join a baseball team or walk the balance beam.
I wish I had a twin.
I always wished I had a twin when I was younger. Would I care to climb a rope, run, or tumble? One word, nope. I don't even like to swim. Guess what class I hate? It's gym. Do you like gym? Oh, I was like, I love gym. Well, she doesn't want to do any of that.
Where is the gym?
Fumi's saying she doesn't want to do any of this stuff. Climb a rope or tumble or balance beam.
Oh, what's that?
A rope and a trampoline and a bar. All the things you love, basically.
Cartwheels?
Yeah. Doing a roll over here.
Bar.
Yep.
Trampoline.
Yep.
Why does she want to do?
She doesn't like gym.
Who's that? Who's that?
This is called Art by Jake. I'm drawing a picture with colorful chalks. A tangly jungle. A tiger that stalks. Right on the ground in the busy stalks.
Oh.
Like, follows you around. Right on the ground in the busy schoolyard. The jungle is easy. The tiger is hard. I'm drawing a picture that I know will not stay. Tomorrow, the rain's gonna wash it away. But I'll do another, or 7 or 10, when the sun says it's time to draw tigers again. Ramona also loves making chalk art. One of your other favorite things.
And also my real art.
Also real art. Ramona wants to know where that stink's coming from. Okay. So this one says, where the custodian can go. Behind that door there are giggles and chatter, water running and smell of perfume. Behind that door there's a whole lot of trouble. If I peeked in, I would meet my doom. 'Cause Mr. Monticello and his mop and his broom is the only guy allowed inside that freaky girl's restroom. That's so funny. He went to clean up the restroom and he's like, oh no, I wouldn't go in there.
Why?
Behind that door, so she's talking about the girls' restroom and she's talking about the boys. Behind that door, there are snorts and clatter, water flooding, the occasional boom. Behind that door, there are boys causing trouble. They don't go there to chat or groom. Poor Mr. Monticello with his mop and broom.
The girl one the best.
What messes has he found in the wacky boys' restroom?
I like the girls one.
He says he smells perfume and theirs look stinky.
I like that one.
Yeah, you would.
And probably the boys like his. The boys the best.
Maybe. Mary Lou Mundy. By everyone. Makes adjectives intriguing and calculation really cool. Rides a bike that's sunlight, yellow, rain, or shine each day to school. Likes lizards, snakes, and spiders. Once she owned a blue-lined skink. Uses mushrooms to make pictures. Marks our tests with orange ink. Understands when you act silly. Never yells when you're a pest. Don't you wish you had our teacher? Yes, our teacher is the best.
What in the world?
Listen. Sandwich Trades by Max. Jake doesn't like peanut butter and jelly, egg salad, meatballs, or any cheese that's smelly. Bologna on a roll, tuna fish on rye, chicken nuggets, nachos, or even pizza pie. But bean curd with sprouts or dandelion greens, marinated mushrooms, oily sardines,
I do not like
ripe
peanut butter.
avocado sliced on whole wheat, and artichoke pate are some things he loves to eat. And what my mother makes, so each day we exchange. I'm glad to have a friend whose favorite foods are strange. All right, now we have a Jetty in this pile. Hi, Jetty.
We need that one.
Okay. Oh, we read sandwich traits. Okay.
We did this whole page.
Yeah, we did. Remember,
No.
he eats weird food. I'm glad to have a friend whose favorite foods are strange, they say.
And also, my not favorite
Foods.
food is peanut butter.
Ramona does not like peanut butter.
No.
All right, this one's called First Food Fight This Fall by Fumi, Jake, Max, Abigail, and Jenna.
What's that?
Door. The cafeteria ballad, it started with tossed salad. Was it Amy or Malik who let out a shriek, then wound up and through? That lettuce really flew. We're glad it wasn't stew.
Yuck.
Food fight, free for all. First wild food fight of the fall. Pizza. They're throwing pizza. That's bad behavior. Oh, there's more. Indoor storm. Even Max couldn't have predicted. Shredded lettuce, rain, and cherry tomato hail. You have to look hard to spot the carrots in Amy's red hair. But everyone can see the cucumbers on Malik's head, like strange soggy flowers, waiting for our principal to pick. Yeah, I'm reading the book. While Jake studies the splotches of dressing on his shirt, probably wondering what paints he'd have to mix to get that color. Quan and Laksami, Corey, and Marisol quietly begin to dab, wipe, sweep, and scrub until Mr. Monticello, with just one sigh, comes up with a mop, a pail, and a sponge to erase every last trace of the indoor storm. The custodian's coming to... You did it. Can I turn the page?
It's best.
Okay, ready? Here's the next page.
Best.
When Mrs. Mundy reads us a poem, I fell asleep as usual, only this time I dreamed of flowers. On the grayest fall day, all the maples outside were bare, grayest. But in our room, cherry trees bloomed, grayest, like the color gray. The Class I Love by Fumi.
I call it the gray.